Hello everyone, thank you for coming to this event. So 25 years ago, by the way, we came to IAAPA. It was my first show, IAAPA Atlanta. This is when we founded Triotech. So this month is Triotech's 25th anniversary. So I'm very proud to be a member of this industry. We enjoy what we do, we love the industry, we love you guys, and we love to work on very innovative project. And today we're going to announce one of these projects. So Triotech is proud to announce that we've been selected to work with SEVEN, which is Saudi Entertainment Ventures, on the Discovery Centers in Saudi Arabia, multiple locations. We can talk about 8 locations with a very innovative attraction. To discuss this attraction, I would love to invite my good friend Damien Latham, which is Chief Attraction Officer at SEVEN, to talk a bit about the attraction.
Thanks a lot, Ernest. Lovely to be here and working with Triotech again. I'll just give you a little bit of a background on SEVEN, if I can, and Saudi Entertainment Ventures. We were established in 2018 with a mandate very much to bring entertainment to all the far-flung areas within the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And under that mandate, we will be delivering 21 entertainment destinations across 14 cities in the Kingdom. So it's a huge, huge mandate, 13 billion US dollars, or that translates to 50 billion Saudi riyals of investment across those 21 entertainment destinations. And of course, one of the sort of key things on North Star was to try and create compelling places for people to be, for communities to really want to be in. So that's easier said than done, right? How do you do that? We actually went out to the market, we surveyed more than 25,000 people and tried to find out what people's entertainment preferences were. And sure enough, the Adventure Centre typology came out as being extremely preferential in terms of entertainment preferences. So as Ernest alluded to, we struck up a partnership with Warner Brothers Discovery in 2020 and then began designing. And these adventure centres will be really, I think, out there. They're really going to put the bar up as high as you could possibly go as far as its adventure centres. So we've got everything in there from your standard sort of tree trekking, your caving, interactive sort of caving experiences, heavily themed in this sort of delta jungle style of environment. And of course, we wanted to put in a dark ride, and who do you turn to? Of course, our good friends at Triotech. So we've had a lot of fun developing these attractions over the last 4 or 5 years, and the company now is really transitioning into operations mode, because very much next year we launch our first entertainment destination in the south of the kingdom, and we're super excited to actually begin the hard work of operations, right? Anyone can develop, anyone could design, but actually to roll your sleeves up and greet the public with these fantastic designs we've been developing for the last 4 or 5 years, I think will be super exciting. So that's a little bit about SEVEN. That was my 5-6 minute elevator pitch on SEVEN. I think what we'll do is we'll turn it back over to Ernest, who'll probably just explain a little bit about the ride itself and what we intend to use it for. Ernest, over to you.
Thank you, Damien. Thank you very much. And I'd like to thank Damien's team also for the support in terms of, it's a collaboration. Mr. Ahmed is here, and we work with the whole team. They are very open-minded, and we like the collaboration. And I think we're very proud of what the product will look like. So we're going to show you a few images. Obviously, we can't show you everything, but there's traditional dark rides. They take a lot of space, but they're very immersive. There's a lot of there's motion, there's special effects. But what is very interesting with this attraction is it fits in 100 square meters, but it's going to feel like a dark ride. So this is the look of the vehicle, basically. So you're gonna start with a pre-show. Obviously, you come in the pre-show, and we're gonna tell you about the story. We're gonna set up the whole story, the environment, and prepare the guests to get into the vehicle. The vehicle, I mean, is designed. It's gonna look. This is not the final version because it's being finalized right now. But trust me, it's gonna look like something that's super cool, sci-fi. It's gonna fly. It might go underwater. It's gonna be fast. And what we want with an attraction like that is it's not only media. You want to have the kids and everyone want to go into the vehicle because it looks cool. So guests are gonna do the pre-show and then they'll enter the vehicle, which is basically 2 rows, so back to back of 24 seats. The important thing for us was that everyone will have a front row seat. So we worked a lot on the opening. You know, you've tried attractions where we sit side by side, and depending on where you sit, you're not going to see exactly the same thing. So everyone will have a front row seat, and the opening is very large. We really struggled internally, like, I want the screen to be bigger, but then there's a limitation in terms of the motion. So we had a lot of struggle about that. Sorry, I just need a bit of water. Thank you. But in the end, I think the balance is really good. The openings are not going to be a rectangle. There's a bit of geometrical openings, and we really optimize it so you're going to feel that you're sitting in the vehicle. What we don't want is people to think they're looking at a screen. Obviously, we're looking at media, and there's some screen technology, but we want as much as possible for guests to feel like they're there, So there's going to be motion, there's going to be wind, smoke, heat effects, water, many effects, and it's very dynamic. The whole thing, so this is the heaviest vehicle that we've ever moved. In terms of like the whole 24 people are going to move. It's not just here behind you have a Triotech motion seat, but it's not just that. The whole vehicle is going to move. So you're going to feel like, whoa, your heart's going to sink. It's not a roller coaster, obviously, because of the size, but it's as close as possible to be a very dynamic attraction. So going back to the content. So we use oversized screens around, in the back, on the side, and obviously we're going to simulate motion. So if you go to the next image, so we're going to combine motion and screen projections using a real-time, basically, video game engine. So the idea is that you feel like you're moving forward and that you travel into this story. It's not just a ride. There's a story behind it. There's characters which obviously are going to come a bit, we can't show them today, but you're going to live through the adventure with characters, and you're going to live an adventure. So it's going to be something quite compelling. So the effects are ticklers, wind, scent, heat, and smoke, and maybe more, we'll see. Stunning visuals. I mean, I've seen the visuals. We use state-of-the-art renderings from the latest video game engines. The guests expect that. Kids have PlayStation 5s and all the latest technology, so we want to bring them outside of the home and into an attraction that they're going to remember, because this is something that they cannot experience at home. Obviously, we're going to develop multiple contents in the future. The idea of the Discovery Centers is that the content is going to evolve. Science evolves, there's things that we learn, and this attraction will have more content in the future. So it's a platform, basically. What else? So we obviously expect guests, because this is in Saudi, so the majority, some of the guests are going to be tourists and visitors, but some of the guests are going to be, Saudi locals. So we want them to come back, and we need to give them a new experience every year, every second year. So that's the goal. Again, this is 100 square meters. So in US, I'm Canadian, so for the US, 1,000 square feet. We do both in Canada. It's a very compact area. So it's a good utilization of the spare, and we think it's a perfect attraction for indoor venues. So Triotech is a vertically integrated company, so that's very important to understand. So we don't just do the content, we do the design, we work with companies like SEVEN. It's a back and forth thing. You know, they don't come to us and say we want this, or we don't come to them and say, look, we know what we're doing, give us the keys, we'll design the right. No, it's back and forth. We send files every week. And we have to respect the fact that we're in Saudi. You know, there's a local culture. We work with multiple countries, and it has to matter to the Saudi public. So, but it still has to be fun for an international audience. So Triotech again is a vertically integrated company. So we manage every aspect of the attraction. From the pre-show, we do the ride design, the engineering, the teaming, the installation. We develop the media in-house, and we have an in-house studio for that. And then we deliver the attraction. So this approach guarantees a seamless integrated experience where every detail is meticulously crafted to deliver a fully immersive and engaging adventure. This means it's going to be a kick-ass attraction. People are going to love it. That's what it means. So it's going to be unique and innovative. And I'd like to finish by saying that really it's an honor to work with SEVEN, Damien and his whole team. I am very proud of this attraction. I've always been very critical of even our own attraction. It's the only way to improve is to be very critical in a respectful manner. But I think this is going to be the best attraction of this type that we've delivered. And for me, it's a personal goal to be able to bring entertainment and science and education. I really love that, the kids, teenagers, and everyone, family members, have fun while learning something. I think that's an honorable thing, and I am proud that we are working on that type of a project. We hope it's going to be a reference in the region and soon on the global scale. So thank you, everyone. If there's questions or anything, you can come and see us. And I want to thank Damien and his team again for this very fun project to work on. Thank you, everyone.